Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian and his trusty sidekick.
Hello.
Today we are showing you the last part of our video about our ruined church. I will just position the church back. What do you think of that then? It's now finally painted and finished. A fully completed church. Nicely ruined. I decided to go for a grey colour because I just like grey. I think it's cool and it just looks quite good. So I'll just twist it around and show you the church interior. You can see how the rubble's displayed all around the edge and sort of fallen out around the edge, and it's all quite damaged and blown up, and you can see where all the damage has been. Nice little holes, lots of places to put your figures. Here's a little sniper there in that window, and there's a German Lancer shooting out of the holes there, and over by the doorway there's a guy defending the door with a machine gun. Quite brave of him. And inside there appears to be a guy, maybe he's cooking dinner or something, not really sure what he's doing. But this is the finished model and completed. You are about to see it in some games. This is probably one of the longest models it's taken me to do for a while. I've been doing smaller scale models more often recently. So here we have it. And this is the first model I've done for a long time where I've actually used milliput to do all the texturing. This thing is entirely made out of milliput. The whole thing is made out of it. So I decided that it would be an interesting way of doing it. I would usually use different things to make the model with, but I decided to throw milliput this time. And yeah, here we go. And that's the entire church in its entirety. So should we do the grand tour like we did before? As you go in the door,
Remember, don't fit in the door.
and you can see inside.
Ow.
It does look good. I want around this side. This is even better.
Yeah, that's even better. Perfect size is the whole reason you built the area.
See the troops inside, and you can even see through the windows and stuff.
Imagine recording back like this.
Yeah, very good. It's a gun camera. So yeah, that's it. That's the completed model. The roof comes off here, so you can put some troops in the top. That's the only detachable part of the church. I prefer not to make too many detachable parts of buildings because you take them off, you never use them. You take the roof off and that's it.
You don't put it back on.
You never put it back on, and well, what's the point, you know? So I have done it so the entire building is accessible more or less by hand, which I find is a lot more useful in games. This church can be used for, well, World War I, World War II. Prior to that, you can use. There's quite a few places where you can use it. So it's going to get a lot of use. We could even use it in China because there are churches like this been built in China. So there's a church looked very much like this in Shanghai, and there was another one in Nanking. So we can use it as part of our Chinese scenery. So yeah, this church is going to get a lot of use, and I think it is a slightly more interesting model than the models we usually do, which is like we usually do Romanesque churches and things like that.
Yeah.
And this isn't a Romanesque church. This is a Romanesque church, which it's a bit different, and it's just nice to do a model that isn't the same as the models we've already done. I've made so many Norman churches, it's silly, and it's just nice to do something a little bit different. Norman churches are a bit boring, you know. You have the central part, and then a bit at the back, and then a door here, and then a big tower at this side, and you know that gets dull. 2 towers, one broken, one stable. It looks good. It's just a different way of doing it. And yeah,
Learning out.
no, but I like it. I do like it, and I think it's painted up quite well as well. I wasn't originally going to do it grey, but when I was having a good think about it, I thought that the grey would probably look better as a sort of ruined thing. I was going to do it in a sort of tan, but I decided grey might be a bit better, and I do think it's come off better than it would have done if it was tan. Yeah, all I did was spray paint it black, dry brush it grey, dry brush it light grey, go over again with the veil, very light grey, and then put some bits of brown and stuff on it. And yeah, I haven't spent a huge amount of time painting it. I wanted it to look really scruffy and blown up and broken. And if you, I found in one of our models we did the hotel. Do you remember the hotel we did?
Yes.
And it just, even though it was blown up, it looked all...
That blown up?
That one there. It looks a little bit too clean, you know?
Yes, it's just not like that.
Yeah, this looks rugged and broken and dirty.
It looks dark and dim, like the light, like it's basically setting the scene.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks quite good. And it looks good in our cobblestone background as well. So that is the end of the video. It's been a hell of a lot of fun making the model. I might put a slideshow on the end. We're going to make a video of how we made I'm going to put all the videos together and make one big video of everything and put a slideshow on the end of it. When I get around to it, I think that might be quite fun. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you for everyone who's been watching and supporting us while we're making this. And look out for our next project, which should be equally as fun. So it's a goodbye from me, and he does his talky thing at the end.
So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of this black and white church, because I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's everything from me.
And that's everything from him. Good day.
See ya.